amigos? Javier here for Wild Rap Reviews, signing in from an undisclosed location in South America. And today we'll be doing an album review for Earl Sweatshirt's Some Rap Songs. So Sweatshirt was initially introduced to us as a member of the rap collective called Odd Future Wolfgang, which is kind of a left field rap collective from California. And Earl was one of the younger members, one of the more lyrical members, and some people even said that one day he might achieve the greatnesses of rappers like Nas, which, after listening to his first project, I think the first one was called Earl, I found this to be hyperbolic, but maybe they were just being really optimistic about his potential. Earl's previous two projects were called Doris and I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. And both these albums were really well reviewed by critics and gained a lot of fans for Earl. Personally, I wasn't really crazy about these albums. After a few listens, I didn't really want to return to them. I think it was just kind of the mood of the album. Earl seemed pretty depressed, and yeah, I could acknowledge that the rapping was good, but I think just personally this wasn't the kind of music I wanted to listen to. But when I heard the quote-unquote single for this project, Some Rap Songs, which I believe was called Nowhere to Go, my interest was reignited. Because, well, first, the sound of the song kind of reminded me of an album I really loved from the rap duo Shabazz Palaces. The album was called Black Up. So, kind of some really weird, abstract, sample-based music. But even more so, I think, because on the track it seemed that Earl was either out of his funk, or at least was okay with kind of being depressed, kind of accepted it. So I thought maybe that this album would be different. So the first time I pressed play on the album was immediately following listening to Meek Mill's new album Championships, which I really enjoyed. And it was a sunny day, I was feeling good, and then I put on some rap songs and I was kind of jamming to the beats, but I was finding it really hard to listen to the vocals. They were very kind of low energy and kind of just faded into the music. Maybe it made me wonder if there was kind of a mixing issue or something. So my first impression was that, yeah, this is just another Earl album that I'm not going to be into. But I persevered. I kept listening to the album, and every time I listened to it, I liked it a little bit more. Until this morning, I woke up feeling kind of melancholic, and I listened to the album. I found myself to really be liking it. It felt as if the album was walking me through melancholy, as if it were a park, and just we were both kind of enjoying the sights, slowly walking towards the exit, but in no hurry, taking the time to smell the black and white roses on the way. So on the first track, entitled Shattered Dreams, we see that Earl has kind of realized that the entourage, the people that he keeps around him, aren't really improving his mental state and are maybe even impeding him from kind of getting out of his funk. And I quote, "I said peace to my dirty water drinkers. Psh, nobody trying to get it clean. Why ain't nobody tell me I was sinking? Ain't nobody tell me I could leave." On the fifth track, entitled December 24th, Earl realizes that the dark times that he went through were kind of a necessary evil, kind of a rite of passage into making him the better person that he is today. And I quote, "Bad apple, daily clashing with my kinfolk. Bad acid, did damage to my mental. Show you right, it took some passages to get grown. They've been called me savage from the get-go." On track 6, entitled On the Way, Sweatshirt focuses on his career to avoid dark thoughts. And I quote, "My mood really swinging, I peruse like a native would do. What I'm thinking I should do for the sake of myself, no games with this cash, go play with yourself." Near the end of the album, on the track Playing Possum, Earl plays audio clips of his mom and father speaking. And I think this was kind of a tribute to them. Earl's father passed away a year before the passing of the the release of the album. And this is something that he discusses throughout the project. And it was evidently something difficult for him. Yeah, this was a pretty emotional album. Also very abstract from a lyrical standpoint, but also from a beat standpoint. So the beats are actually, the majority of the production is handled by Earl's producer alter ego, I guess, called Random Black Dude. And there's a lot of samples, and they're kind of chopped and screwed in a very kind of eccentric, experimental way. And the lyrics are very abstract, which is one of the reasons why I think I enjoyed it with every listen, because I would be able to interpret a little bit more every time I would listen to a song again. And the album isn't too long, so kind of encourages repeat listens. So yeah, so in conclusion, this is a very creative album. It's not the easiest to initially get into. It does kind of require quite a few listens before you can kind of start to really live with it properly, I think, for most people. But if you do want to take a shortcut, you can always go on a site like Rap Genius and kind of get help from other people's interpretation to kind of quicker acclimate yourself to, you know, the subject matter and what's being said on these songs. And yeah, I think this is Earl's best project yet, and for me, definitely my favorite that he's done. So this was my third ever rap review that I've done. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys would let me know what you thought about the review in the comments below the video. And you can also let us know what you thought about the album yourself. I was in South America as part of my first ever bicycle tour, bicycling from Canada to Argentina. If you'd like to see what that journey was like. I have another YouTube channel that kind of documents that, and I'll be putting a link to that. Oh, got startled by a dog. Yeah, I'll be putting a link to that channel in the description below this video. And if you'd like to be kept up to date with the newest and hottest rap releases, you can subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking on the red button below, and click the bell to be notified when new wild rap reviews are uploaded. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.